Hello guys, my name is Shawstin and welcome back to me playing on the JFS. I am at Titan Call, but I will not be here for long because it is time for another episode of talking about things. Trying to talk about, this time specifically, about the UHC that just recently occurred. And I am going to be moving toward a project for me to work on while I do this episode. Stuff has happened here at Titan Call, but we will not be covering that today because that is not what we are here to do. So let us head out this way toward a little something something that's going down. So, recently, JFS UHC 21, did I say 22 earlier? I feel like I must have said 22, I don't remember. I don't know if I actually finished my sentence, or if I said a number or not. 21 has come to a close. It was a nice season of UHC. Good fun for everyone, except for the people who are dumb. Which is me, because I died. But I also didn't die, and that's the important thing. So yes, UHC... Is there a zombie? Yes, I did. Taking a break. We're taking a break from UHC talk. I know we just started, but... See, I found coal. Yep, there he is. Well, that was, not particularly a very good use of my time. Okay, so as I was saying, we did another season of JFS UHC. This was teams of 2, random teams of 2, and yeah, it was a good time. I got paired up with Flux on the green team best team, as is legally legally required to have happen whenever there is a teams of, or whenever there is a random team. Like, I have to be on the green team, apparently. And like, fun little fact, I actually kind of want to not be on the green team once or twice. Like, when we did random teams of 2 in season 18, and I was on like the purple team or whatever, I was like, yo, this is exciting. I'm on a different team color. Cause like, how many times have I been on? Look, like, let's see, I've been purple team twice, green team, red team once, green team 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. Green team 7 times, blue team 1 time. So, not much variety in there. So I do kind of want to enjoy other colors. But, yeah, that's a minor thing. That's a minor thing that barely needs to exist. I believe I mentioned in an episode that I've had a plan to build my Church of Cactus God, Thorny Lord, out here. And I started marking things out. Like, I've had this markings out for like 4 months, and I just really don't care enough to make the church. Like, I love our Lord, praise be, but I'm just not feeling motivated to build a building I already know what it looks like. Like, especially out here in the middle of nowhere. Like, yeah. And so this has basically been officially disbanded as a project because just over here, just past these hills right here, is the future farm town. Yay! Basically, the goal right now is we need to get all the sheep and cows out from the spawn area so to minimize lag. And so I have moved. I have set up a sheep pen and a cow pen out here, and I've started planting wheat for a big old wheat field, and I've been terraforming a bit to make things more smooth. So you know, doing some work, and that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do a little bit of work. Do a little bit of some work today. But yeah, so back to UHC is the topic at hand. I was on a team. I'm gonna turn down block sounds because my voice is the important part in this episode, and blocks can be annoying. But But yeah, so this was a teams of 2 UHC, and I was on a team with Flux. And looking back now, at the time I didn't realize it, but looking back, I feel like our team was probably like the favorite to win based purely on like who was teamed with who. Cause like Naxer was teamed with Muck, who's not known for being good, and Killer was teamed with Ace, who's not known to win. So, you know, in retrospect, it's like, oh wait, the two best players were kind of balanced out, and the two middle tier players, or upper middle tier, Flux and I were together, and there weren't really many other middle tier players in our tier. Ace wasn't there, Sale wasn't there, Cookie wasn't there. I guess Jad, you could probably argue, was in that tier, but he was with Zalpha, and Zalpha's, well, Zalpha also wins a lot, so who knows? Maybe Zalpha and Jad were actually the team to beat. Who knows? Do you know? I don't know. But yeah, so you know, we had a good start. Well, we had a terrible start actually, because we found. So basically, the day before the UHC, Lemons was setting it up, and he had me log on the server and like test if you spawned in the correct area. So I took the opportunity to be all like, "Ooh, I'm gonna turn on friendly creatures too." Oh, and I just turned on subtitles by mistake. There we go. Yeah, so sorry, I'm just kind of focusing on placing fences. Jesus me. Give this sheep more space. Maybe I should have picked something like less thought intensive, like breaking blocks. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, so while I was there, I looked around to see if I could find any structures or anything that I could take advantage of, and I saw a desert temple. And I decided, well, it's not unfair for me to know where that is. Anyone could see that temple from the spawn platform if they had their render distance up high enough. So I was like, that's fair. It's not cheating for me to be here first because everyone still had their chance. We spent plenty of time in that spawn box, so any one of us could have gotten that. Ah, dang game. Give me this. There we go. Yeah, so when the game started, I pretty much got my basic stuff, and I rushed toward that temple, thinking that I'd be able to get there first, and if I didn't, oh well. And I should have gotten there first, but I was kind of lost in the desert, and basically had to go to 0-0 before I could figure out where the temple was based on my mental map. Had I done a better job of like knowing where the stuff is, I would have gotten there before Naxer had gotten there with his pick, and I would have just gotten the stuff while Muck just stood there watching. That would have been funny, where like Muck finds this temple, it's like, oh, there's a temple. Naxer, come quick, and then I walk up and take the stuff. That would have been fun. Okay, everything sounds so loud to me. Is like my... Yeah, I think my computer sounds just too high. Yeah, oh well. That would have been fun. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. Naxer was there, and so I saw Naxer and Muck, and I was like, oh crap, panic. So I rushed over toward the temple, thinking, oh, I can get in there quickly enough and maybe get one or two of the chests. And, you know, like, oh, there's a creeper? No problem. I'll just dig down 3 blocks, block myself off, and maybe I'll go after Muck instead. Dig down 2 blocks. Oh, no, wait, I didn't dig down fast enough. I didn't dig far enough. I gotta dig... Oh, and it's too late. He's already here. So, I knew the creeper was there, unlike what Muck and Naxer had inferred, but I had... Oh, wait, chicken. I knew the creeper was there, unlike what Muck and Naxer had inferred, but I just didn't do my plan accurately. I messed up. I done goofed. And so the creeper came in and I died in like the first few minutes. And I did get mulliganed as is the case. If I didn't get Mulligan, I'd have this episode would not. If I didn't get Mulligan, this episode would not exist because I'd have no way to talk about, you know, this season for 10, 20 minutes, however long this video is going to be. It's probably already been way too long because of just like me being dumb and not actually talking about stuff. But yeah, so we lost my stuff, which was, you know, some good stuff. I had some iron, and I had a lot of wood. Not a lot, but I had a decent amount of wood, and I had a lot of food. And that was important considering that that Flux and I were running low on both wood and food in episode 2 and 3. And 4. Actually, we were running low on food for the entire season, basically. So like, you know, that episode 1 death actually did have major implications because it forced Flux and I to go to the surface more often than we would have otherwise. I think it might have just been like, hey, while we're up here, let's you know, let's get some stuff while we're up here, and not just let's go up specifically. We didn't go up specifically for wood, I don't think. But you know, yeah. So basically, the season was off to a bit of a rocky start for us, but we managed to, you know. Well, no, we didn't really manage to do much. We were minding our business. We couldn't find a cave in the beginning, so we had to abandon our cave at 0-0, near 0-0, but we were going to anyway because we were still afraid Muck and Nixer might be near, even though they were on the exact opposite side of the map at that point. But we relocated anyway, and ended up in the jungle, where we found the only spider we found that entire game in the jungle there. While Bake, Canuck, and Fruit were just chilling right below the surface. So, you know, a creeper blew up and they heard us, and we were like, oh no, it's, you know, we gotta leave. We gotta run quickly because we can't fight people right now. We barely have any armor of anything. Well, I later realized that, like, pretty much at this point, pretty much everyone had basically nothing. I think the only team who actually had like any significant amount of armor at the end of episode 1 was Ace and Killer. Heck, they had too much armor because Ace made Killer a chest plate that he didn't need. Did he use that? Did he ever use that chest plate for enchanting? I don't actually know if he kept the chest plate the entire time. Phone going off. Phone going off. Who's it from? It's from telemarketers, as always. But yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we actually may have been able to take them. It was episode 2, but we decided not to take the risk and we ran. We dug down into a cave not too far away, and on the way to that cave, we heard a creeper explosion ourselves. Or Flux did, and I guess we assumed it was just Canuck and Fruit again, but it was actually Joda and Panda because we dug down. Because Joda and Panda were also really close to Fruit and Canuck, so like all three of our teams were like right there. To the extent that in episode 2, when we were like, oh god, there's other people in this cave system with us, like right here, we were right here on the surface and we saw name tags. We were like, oh, it's name tags, it's gotta be Fruit and Canuck, because we know Fruit and Canuck are near. But it wasn't, because it was actually Joda and Panda. And if you look closely in Flux's video, if you go up to like 1080p, you can like see the detail. You can clearly see that the team name says white, so it's like clearly not Fruit. But basically, and I even said it in the video, if it were Joda and Panda, we could have taken them, and we ran away from Joda and Panda. So yeah, we didn't fight anyone, but to be fair, killing in episode 2, just come on, seriously, how are you supposed to navigate this place if you can't just drop one block? Where's the hoe? Did I not grab the hoe? Apparently I didn't. Yeah, I also need to work on like placing water in correct places, because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. But yeah, so because we were afraid of Joda and Panda, we thought were connecting fruit, we relocated again in the middle of the episode, in the middle of the night, which turned out to not actually be that big of a deal. Like I don't know about Flux's perspective. 'Cause Flux's perspective, you could see all the mobs chasing me, but like in my perspective, from my perspective, nothing even looked at me. Like I ran past a creeper, and like Flux had to divert into the water to avoid the creeper because he was following me, but like things actually didn't look like they were going that bad just running through the night. So we got away safely to a farther away cave, and we went down. We found a ravine low to the ground, but it didn't have diamonds in it or much of anything for us to use. And we were like, geez, it's like episode 4 now. Like, we've had to relocate so many times that it's like episode 4, and now we've got basically nothing. We've got basically nothing. So, what do? Let's go to the Nether. Shawstin's always open to the Nether, right? Yes, he is, because he knows how good it is. Because despite the fact that it almost never works in JFS UHC, like, potions is like a very effective strategy in other casual UHC groups. Like Mindcrack UHC's potions, like you guys know about Nebris. Nebris frickin' like always wins, and he always goes to the Nether and gets potions. Like going to get potions in so many people will try to go, like in Mindcrack UHCs will try to go to the Nether to get potions, and so often they will fail, but like, or not like they'll just abandon the efforts, but like when they get them, like they almost always win, I feel like. So yeah, but yeah, so we went to the Nether and got potions, and here's where the first of my special notes that I wrote down comes into play, because in episode 4, when I went to the Nether, I said, okay, I'm going to break the portal so that anyone who tries to come to us to kill us will not have their portal linked to our portal, and that way there's a higher chance that they won't find us. Now, in the beginning of episode 5, Fruit and Canuck went to the Nether to try to escape Panda and Joda. Their plan, apparently, was to go to the Nether, link up to our portal, and then leave. But it didn't link to our portal, because we broke it. So, Fruit and Canuck would have gotten away had I not just been the first person to decide, hey, let's break the portal in the Nether. No one ever does that. But I was just like, yeah, let's do that just in case. And to be fair, it is a valid worry considering I did, die in the Nether from that exact cause in Season 19. So, yeah. So yeah, Fruit and... Can I get like assist kill? Can I get a kill on, or an assist on Fruit and Canuck since I directly caused their death, or indirectly caused their death? I'm kidding. But yeah, so I should have pulled up my list of additional things just so I could, just so I know I could have the just so I could, make a quick check onto what the other things were that I was trying to remember. Okay, those two are both for the end game, and that one... Okay, so... toward the middle of the season, there's a moment in Ace's video where he accidentally throws his sword into a horde of zombies. And he says, like, screw it, I'll just make a new one, you can have it. And so he pulls out his crafting table, and he starts to make a new sword. But then he doesn't. And, maybe it's because he changed his mind and just wanted to kill him with a pickaxe. But maybe it's because he thought he couldn't make it. He did say, I can't make one. Maybe he... But, sometimes I understand sometimes your conscious, your verbal thought and your thought are different. But, like, the thing is that, like, this is one of the things I don't like about the crafting book, is that, like, it kind of limits your thought process, because he didn't see Iron Sword. From what I understand, Ace didn't see Iron Sword in this slot, and so he's like, I can't make it. But he could have. He didn't have sticks, so there was no thing here. But he could have made sticks, and then he would have made a sword. So, like, you know, it's totally possible, but it kind of limited his thinking a bit, just a little bit, to the extent that, you know, he decided not to make an iron sword, and maybe that was a better idea, because, you know, he killed those zombies easy. It was not that big a deal. There was no point for me to even re-bringing this up. It's just such a non-thing. But, you know, whatever. I need more seeds. Like, just doing this for seeds is not adequate. Just, it's inadequate. Basically my plan for this area right now, I feel like we should move the portal up here onto this hill to kind of overlook the field, like to have the wheat field go all the way out there. And I feel like the portal will look better up here. But that is just an opinion. A game opinion! No. So yeah, back to stuff. While we were in the nether, Fruit and Canuck did go to the nether, and we kind of panicked for a moment, but we continued our business and benefited from that because we found the nether wart, we found enough diamonds and obsidian for enchanting in the nether, and then we found a blaze spawner, and I tackled that blaze spawner like a boss. Just like Season 16, it was almost a flawless run with those blazes, but I did get hit by a non-flaming, by a melee blaze hit one time, and that was the only damage I took there. So pretty good deal, if I do say so myself. And you know, basically we healed that off right now. Also, while I'm thinking about it, it was mentioned in Discord that we need to try to remember to do the thing where if you die and you get mulliganed, not to respawn you at full health, just because, like, you know, it seems a bit like there should be some penalty for having gotten your face blown in by a creeper in the first 5 minutes. Maybe you shouldn't die, but, and you know, that I agree that should be the case. But let's be smart here and not abuse it. Oh no, I took 6 hearts of damage. If I just die, then I'll have 7 hearts. So, you know, let's not be stupid and ruin the game. And then also, I do want to say that I'm not trying to brag or anything, but like that wouldn't have actually. We still would have won the season, even if I had only been respawned with 7 hearts, because I never hit less than 3 hearts. So actually, the entire season I was never less than 3 hearts. Yo, dope. In fact, the entire season I was never less than 6.5 hearts. Yo, dope. But yeah, so at my lowest I was at 6.5 hearts. So if I lost 3 more for the mulligan, I would be at 3.5. So, you know, it would have been a fair penalty, and my thought process, I probably would have eaten a golden apple instead of just holding on to it for the entire season. So that would have, it might have, you know, affected our thoughts or our plans. Definitely would have made us run away from Canuck and Fruit faster, or I guess Joda and Panda is the correct answer. But you know, nevertheless, it's a why did I do that? It is a mostly irrelevant thing that I'm just decided to point out randomly. But yeah, so what other? Okay, so now we are in the final stages. Canuck and I, not Canuck, Flux and I have, you know, gotten our enchanting table from the stuff in the nether. We have gotten some potions. We saw Fruit. Jeez, I can't remember names. We saw Joda and Canuck. Jesus Christ! Joda and Panda! God! Go away, chicken. We saw Joda and Panda on our way up to the surface to get sand so we can make potions. And we, you know, watched them. They ran away and went on to fight Ace and Killer. Yes, that's actually correct. Ace and Killer. And we were a bit shifting for a bit longer, just in case, and there was a moment where Flux broke a block, and the particles of him breaking the block made me think I saw a name, but it was actually just the particles of him breaking the block, so that was a false alarm. But you know, that's life. That's life in the UHC game. Sometimes you think you saw something and you didn't. Speaking of seeing things, why did I say that? I don't actually know. I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, so we got some food, we got some sand. Flux also did a lava bucket drop on yourself thing, although mine was definitely stupider. Mine was definitely more stupid than Flux's, because Flux was like trying. I guess. No, yeah, mine was stupid because one, mine had the preventative situation of why'd I have my blocks next to lava, and also, you know, I had successfully scrolled over to blocks on my hotbar before, and then, you know, scrolled again over to the lava bucket. So a bit of a dumb thing. Where Flux's was just like, let me ditch this lava in a thing, and he misclicked, and he like clicked on the wrong block, and it landed on him. Collectively, I think we lost 2.5 hearts between the two of us, which is not even one health potion. So yeah. And then we got our potions, and we went into battle. During the battle, during the first battle, we saw Nixer and Muck, and we wanted to charge in. We drank our strength potions and charged in, and unlike what the collective mind of spectators thought, we had no idea how to get to them. Like, everyone was like, oh, what are they doing? They're just kind of chilling up there. But no, like, we were trying to find a way in. We couldn't find the cave entrance, which is kind of dumb, because, like, once you know where it was, you're just looking at, like, dude, it's right there. It's right there, Shawstin. Shawstin, it's right there. You could have gone in. You could have killed them already. Jesus, Shawstin. So, yeah, that's a... What is this? How is this one watered? Wait. Does going down a block, like, reset the water distance? Because, like, you know, you place water and it flows 7 extra blocks. Does the water hydrate soil extra distance if it goes down a block? If that's the case, I'm gonna leave this be and see if it hydrates. I can't tell if it's hydrated now already. It looks like it's not hydrated, because, like, this is hydrated and this is fresh. Yeah, it's not hydrated. We'll come back to that. But yeah, so then Muck and Nixer came up to the surface, and Flux and I charged them, and they left, and I kind of wish I had charged them sooner, because I had wasted my only other strength potion on them, and we were out of strength potions at that point. Not fun. But fortunately, they got involved in a fight with Nixer and left us alone long enough for us to lure some more. Jad also left us alone. Apparently Jad was chasing us, or was stalking us the entire time. Like, the entire episode 7, Jad was, like, right behind us, apparently. Excuse me. Who would have known? I didn't know. And, let me put 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, why is there a dirt block? Or why is there a... Rawr. There we go. But yeah, so then the actual battle oh, okay. The actual battle... Okay, is this too far? Hello? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, this is too far. The actual battle started, and Muck and Nixer just kind of slid in between Jad and Muck and I. Jesus Christ. Jad, Flux, and I. And so we just charged them. And so at the time, I was like, man, they really should have tried to keep their distance, because, like, a bow, like, we had potions, like, they knew what the right thing to do was to stay away, but they didn't realize we were right there until it was kind of too late, so They did their best to try to keep us at bay with their bows, but yeah, it was a bit too late. But why? So yeah, and we moved in, and I killed Muck, and then I killed Nixer, and boy, howdy, was I happy. And then Jad showed up to almost make the play of the game. Play of the game. Oh right, that was also another thing I want to mention. The play of the game by almost stealing the Muck's dead golden apples from his dead body, but he didn't quite. I got up to the surface in time to see him, and he charged me, and I killed him. So that was fun. Another thing, going back 7 episodes to episode 1, Flux never actually broke any melons. So, and just before I went off in search of a temple, I walked up to Flux and said, "Here, hold this." I didn't actually say it like that, but I gave him half the melons to hold, and then I died with my half. So if I hadn't given Flux half of the melons, we wouldn't have had melons, and we would have lost probably. So that was the play of the game, at least for me. That was my my accidental countermeasure toward being stupid. But yeah, and then finally we have the final section where Killer moved in, and I really don't have much to contribute to this video, do I? And then Killer came in to try to get a cleanup on us, because you gotta do something. And it was a bit too early, actually. Usually you feel like it's too late, but this time it was too early, because Killer moved in and hit me, or went in for the kill, like 4 seconds before my strength potion wore off. So I hit him twice, and then it wore out, like, immediately. So had he not done that, he would have taken like a lot less health, and that would have been, I still don't think he would have won, but it would have made it a lot easier for him to win. So it would have been more possible had he actually been slower. But that's the way the games go. You never know. And then there is the one other thing. I'd picked up both Nixer's Infinity Power 2 bow and Muck's, or maybe Jad's, Power 1 bow. And I intended to give Flux the Power 1 bow and keep the Power 2 bow for myself, but I accidentally gave him the Power 2 bow. And had I kept the Power 2 bow, I would have killed Killer as well. Because geez, I'm really not actually doing much this episode either. I'm just kind of walking around. Yeah, Killer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Killer. I shot Killer twice, and before Flux got his killing blow, he was down to dang, I don't bring iron. He was down to half a heart. So either one of my 2 shots, if they had done any more damage, it would have killed him. Power 2 over Power 1 definitely would have had that extra power boost. So I think it's safe to say I would have killed Killer had I actually kept the bow as I intended. But that's fine. We won anyway, and I'm glad Flux got to kill Killer. Though I would have probably rather do it myself, because I would have liked to get a bit of a revenge kill. I do always like to get my revenge kills, as I got one on Nixer this season. People I still have to get a revenge kill for: Fire Eyes, that's never going to happen. Lemons, that's probably never going to happen. Who else? Cookie, that can happen. Who else has killed me? I still need to get a revenge kill on Killer. I got my revenge kill on Nixer. I got my revenge kill on Asus. Canuck. I need to revenge kill Canuck, Cookie, Lemons, and Fire Eyes. Lemons and Fire Eyes are not likely, but Canuck and Cookie are on the table. So yeah, I gotta keep my eye out. Gotta keep my eyes out for one Canuck cookie, one bacon cookie. Maybe I can. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I lost. I'm out of words. I'm out of words. But yeah, I won the season, and I did get this. This season was probably the one that felt most like a win to me. Season 20 definitely didn't really feel like a win because I did die, and like season 20 was kind of like I played around with Panda for a few hours and then I won, and then I died, and then my team won. I was like, yay, I won! But it was really I didn't really do much. Like I got 2 really good bow shots. That was nice, but I lagged out at the end, and it was just kind of dang it. But you know that's fine. That's fine. Season 15. Also didn't kind of felt like it felt more like a win than season 20, but less so because like it was so expected to win. Like, you know, Killer and Aces and I roll into the final battle with 2 notch apples between the 3 of us against a team of 2 with less health, who have less health than us, and it's like, it's just like, yeah, yeah, we won because how would we have not won? So. And I was glad to have won, but this time it actually felt like a win, because going into the final episode, it was, you know, a team of 2, a team of 2, a team of 2, and Killer. All 4 of those groups had viable chances of winning the season. And like, after the start we had, we were, you know, Flux and I were low on our morale. How long is this video? 37 minutes! Jesus Christ! Okay, we were. I'll wrap up. We were low on morale. We didn't really think to have, like, we had the stuff and we knew we had a chance, but we still had no bows. We had no bows. We killed 1 spider the entire season, and that was it. Yo, if I'd gotten that temple though, I probably would have gotten a string to make a bow. I've been thinking for a while that had I actually gotten the temple in episode 1, I might have gotten the Infinity Book. And then we never would have gotten a bow to put it on, and that would have been really annoying. But I actually might have gotten a string for a bow as well in this temple, so probably not actually the case. Yeah, we were low morale. We had no bows. You know, we were ready to try, and we knew we had a chance, a pretty good chance, but we weren't in the oh, we've got this in the bag kind of category like I did in season 15 or season 20 kind of, I feel like. But yeah, so you know, it was a much more exciting win for me. And as I said in the video, that was exactly what UHC should be. Not just because the team who rightfully deserved to win, won, but like, you know, it wasn't long. It wasn't too long. There was plenty of player interaction. There were like new and exciting strategies, business strats, successful potion strats. There was combat in the mid game, but not the early game. Early game combat's kind of annoying because it's like, oh man, that guy didn't even get to play the game very much. But mid game combat, like in episode 5 or debatably episode 6, is like, oh, that's exciting. Yeah, woo! It's getting hot in here. The game is going. The game is in full force now. But so that's like, you know, much more exciting. It's like, you know, there's more to why I say, you know, that was exactly what season should be, than I'm glad I won. I really felt like there was a lot of good stuff there in that season. Definitely a good season in my opinion. I did a lot of wheat harvesting. Look at that. So yeah, by the way, guys, if anyone wants to, you know, come on down and bring some seeds, or start a pig pen maybe, or like a rabbit farm, or like anything. Anyone wants to do anything. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this flint and steel here too, just so anyone who wants to move the portal can. I don't want to do it myself, just because like, I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna move the portal, I should just do it now before anyone really gets invested in, because I'm the only one who's done anything here besides build a portal. Someone else built the portal. I built both pens and all this wheat stuff. So yeah. Okay, it's been 40 minutes, and I only intend this to be like half that, so we're done. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.